When life is good, people smile easily. They laugh, they promise, they hug, and they show up, at least on the surface. But let the comfort disappear. Let the money run out, let the diagnosis come in, let the doors close and the nights get long, and suddenly, you don't just see who people are. You see who they've always been. Hard times don't just build character, they uncover it. They peel back every layer we've used to protect ourselves, to present ourselves, to hide our weaknesses or polish our image. When life strips away comfort, all that's left is truth. In calm times, people wear smiles. But in crisis, they reveal their souls. We believe we know the people closest to us, our family, our friends, our partners. We feel like we understand them because we've shared moments, birthdays, celebrations, lazy Sundays, joyful mornings. But the truth is, life knows them better. Life tests them. Life tests us. Take love, for instance. We say we love someone. But love is easy when things are light. When there's a paycheck coming in, when health is good, when the future seems full of possibilities. But real love, the kind that roots itself deep in your soul, isn't proven by gifts or vacations or shared playlists. It's proven when things fall apart. A wife's tenderness is not measured when her husband brings home success. It's revealed when he comes home with nothing but fear in his eyes and weight on his shoulders. When the bills pile up and the nights stretch long with quiet worry, her touch, her patience, her belief in him, that's where her true heart lives. And a husband's devotion? It isn't seen when life is playful and full of shared laughter. It comes into view when illness steals his wife's strength, when the days blur into hospital visits and whispered prayers. When he sits beside her, holding her hand, not knowing what tomorrow brings, that is when you see who he really is. Even siblings, who grew up under the same roof, who shared meals and memories, seem united. But unity is easy when there's nothing to divide. Talk about inheritance, and watch how quickly shared blood can become separate ambitions. Watch how decades of memories are erased in the shadow of entitlement. And then there are friends, the ones we believe will last forever. We call them our ride or die, our chosen family. But lend money to a friend and see how eternal that friendship really is. Sometimes, it's not the rejection that hurts, it's the silence after. The lack of a call. The excuses that never come. The ghosting that reveals the truth. They were never loyal to you, only to their comfort. This isn't cynicism. It's not bitterness. It's clarity. Adversity doesn't make people selfish. It just reveals the selfishness that was always quietly there. The envy that was never spoken. The resentment that was disguised as sarcasm. The loyalty that was tied to convenience. When life becomes inconvenient, so do we. But here's the other side of the story, because it's not all darkness. Sometimes, when the world falls apart, something beautiful is uncovered too. Because while some people walk away, others lean in. Some choose to stay. Not because it's easy, but because they are made of something different. Because they understand that love isn't a fair-weather feeling, it's a sacred promise. You'll find these people in the quiet moments. In the late-night messages that simply say, "I'm thinking of you." In the friend who shows up at your door not because you asked, but because they knew you wouldn't. In the hand on your back at the funeral. In the food left on your doorstep when you were too tired to cook. In the voice that calls just to listen, not to fix, not to lecture, just to be there. These are the ones who carry pieces of your burden as if it were their own. They don't always say the perfect thing. They don't always have the answers. But they show up. And showing up, when it costs something, is the loudest kind of love. So, let life strip away the surface. Let the storm come. Not because you crave pain, but because you are done with pretending. Because you want to see what's real. And real love, real loyalty, real friendship, doesn't vanish in the dark. It grows in the dark. It takes root when everything else is shaking. When the lights go out, and the music stops, and the curtain falls, you'll see it. You'll see who was wearing a heart, and who was only ever wearing a costume.